Hey everyone, welcome to Spartan V for all your hair system and lifestyle needs. And today I'm going to be talking about the products I use in relation to taking off my hair system and putting it back on. So outside of this, there's going to be a few more that people use that I'm not showing today. So in the comments, feel free to list any of those you think are your go-to sort of materials, equipment, whatever you like and want to put down there. Put it in the comments and it's something I can review in future. But today I'm just going to show you what I use when I go to remove and install my hair system. As usual, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. Appreciate it. I'm going to go through it in order in regards to how I actually use these products. So we're going to start from the very beginning. So I'm going to do it based on if you're already a hair system wearer, taking it off and then reapplying. So when I'm taking it off, it's usually come to the end of its life on the glue. So that means I can just start pulling and it will start easily coming off. But there'll be things I use to help me dissolve the glue as I'm taking off, because you'll have a few bits that are a bit sticky. So the first one, C22 solvent. So this one, put it right up there. That is pretty crucial. Every hair system wearer essentially needs one of these. So this will help dissolve the glue. So what I do sometimes when I'm taking it off and I get a bit of a sticky patch, then I'll spray the solvent and that will help break down that glue a bit more. If you might have to leave it a minute or two, put it back and it should work a lot better. Another thing I do is once I have the system off, I usually give a bit of a spray onto the glue, leave that a few minutes. Again, it helps dissolve that glue. So whether you have like a lace or a poly base, it will help remove that glue. So you can get a really good clean base on your hair system. So critical. I think practically every single person has that I'm aware of that use a hair system or an equivalent of it. So that is the first one. Okay, number two is the rubbing alcohol. So this is just a 99% alcohol. I just got from Amazon, really cheap, about a £5 I think it was. I can't remember, but I'll put the link in the description. So what you do, once you've got the hair system off your head, you've got all the glue off, you've given it a shower, you've properly cleaned your head after showering, it's really dry, so you need to make sure your head's really dry. Then this and some cotton wool, you would just pour it in and rub it all over. It really helps dry out your scalp. So it'll make it less oily, or make the attachment a lot better when it comes to it. But yeah, this one's just like the Waldo Clean version. So that is, again, pretty crucial when you have a hair system. Again, most people will be using that. So next, what we have is scalp protector. So it's not essential, it's not something that everyone uses. It's an extra protection to go on top of your head. So just so you can see, that one there, it's the Walker Scalp Protector. It's really good. They advertise it for oily skin, someone who does lots of exercise, but I found when I use this, it stops a lot of the itching and is a really good sort of scalp protector. It is the only one I've tried. I haven't gone to others purely because it works so well for me. Now I'm wearing a part lace and poly system, I don't get the itching as much, but I still use it, and I find this really good. On top of the alcohol, so you do the alcohol first, let that completely dry, it doesn't take long obviously, and then you'd spray that all over the top of your scalp. Superb. Once all that has been done, then your head is ready. So what I would be using, so at the moment I use a combination of tape and glue, purely because that's what works best for me. So around the side and back perimeter, I'm using the Walker Tape Ultra Hold, which is this one. This stuff I find is absolutely solid. It works really well with my head. I do know another person that uses it well, with tapes in general, and it doesn't stick very well for them, purely maybe because the type of head that they've got, it can be really difficult, and glue works a lot better for them. But for me, yeah, this one is really strong, and you get a really good hold out of it. So impressed. On the other side of the tape, because I'm wearing a lace system, I mix and match. Sometimes I will wear lace front, which is this one. Okay, so this one, Walker tape lace front, it's like a dull tape. So when you have it on, it doesn't shine, and means you can't really see the tape. You know, it works well. Again, sticks well. It's not as good as the Ultra Hold, but I still get, you know, a good couple of weeks out of that until I have to swap it. And the glue I use, so when I've had a hair system before, I have used Ghost Bond. I'm not a big fan, doesn't work for me. If I got too hot and sweaty, it would turn white, and you could see it, and I just didn't like it. So the one I use, just to let you know, this isn't sponsored by anyone, not by Walker or anything like that, purely because I like the product. So the next one is the Walker Tape Ultra Hold Glue. So this stuff, again, is pretty good. I'll get a good couple of weeks out of that, which is pretty solid. It looks like quite a small bottle, but that actually lasts quite a few applications, because you don't need to go really heavy with it when you do a fine spread. It is messy as anything. It's like a spider's web, so you do have to be a bit careful when using it and get used to how you actually apply this, because you want to be careful for it not to get stuck in the hair, which is a bit of a nightmare, if I'm honest. So yeah, but that one is really good, I find. I'm going to be testing some other glues as I go along, but that's my current use at the moment, so I'm using that at the front here. And then for sort of the final parts, I use a leave-in conditioner. So this is Palmer's Coconut Oil Formula 1, purely because it is pretty good. No sulfates, no parabens and all stuff like that, so it's quite good for the hair, just so you can see. Yeah, I do quite like that. I did have another one I used to use, which is up there, which is the Frizzies one. That one, I found it doesn't work very well with the hair system, so I stopped using it and I use this one now. I'm still going through them. It's not perfect, and I still want to find a really good one, because sometimes it can feel like hair gel, where it can make it go a bit hard. So, and the other thing along with it, a soft brush. You know, this is essential. This is my everyday use brush for combing my hair. So obviously you've got the normal comb, but as most hair system wearers will tell you, you don't really want to use them. It can apply too much pressure and pick out the hairs on your hair. So you want a soft brush. You know, this is key. So I would go into detail about the shampoos and stuff like that, but I think I'm going to save that for another episode. But essentially that is my key things that I use for my hair system. Again, there's loads more that you know, people use. So hopefully we'll get some comments going. There'll be more things I'll review later on. But yeah, that is essentially all I use to maintain, install on my hair system. Thanks for watching, and as usual, loads of stuff on its way. Thank you.